pinpoint. Caught perfectly.
He's got defense, he's got speed, he's got footwork.
He's one of the best combination punchers in boxing. Always balanced.
If he asked me what's a perfect fighter, I'd say it's Inoue.
There's a lot of lore around Naoya Inoue because he doesn't do media. He doesn't really talk to fans. So it leaves a lot to the imagination.
Do general sports fans know him like maybe Sugar Ray Leonard or Mike Tyson?
There's no doubt Naoya Inoue is the scariest boxer in the game right now. His knockout power is unreal, his precision is deadly, and his speed is off the charts. He doesn't just defeat elite opponents, he dismantles them, breaking their will and their bodies with ruthless efficiency. His vicious body shots, relentless pressure, and flawless technique make him a nightmare for anyone who steps into the ring. Mike Tyson couldn't hide his excitement when talking about the monster Inoue. Completely amazed, he praised Inoue's speed, accuracy, and sheer power, going as far as comparing him to Manny Pacquiao despite Inoue fighting in lower weight classes. Watching Inoue systematically destroy opponents left Tyson in awe. He was so impressed that he even admitted getting goosebumps, proving just how special Inoue truly is.
That's wild. Hey, look up this young fighter called the Monster. You ever hear Monster?
No.
Japanese fighter called Monster. This is a monster.
Crazy dude.
Yeah, let's check him out, man. Ikuki, what's his name?
This guy, Naoya.
Yeah, let's look at some of his fights. He's a mean fella.
Where's he fight?
He's a Japanese, 118 pounds, but he was like 108.
Boxing?
He's a mean fella. Oh yeah, you gotta see this bad mouth. He don't look like much. He's better than Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao was blue like that. Just as good.
He looks like a pop star.
Oh, wait till he get on these.
The most efficient hunting machine in all of boxing.
He's vicious. The Monster.
Oof.
That's a bad guy he beat too. Broke him down. Ooh.
118?
Yeah,
who the hell fights in that division?
Bantamweights.
Yeah, but who?
Some bad motherfuckers. Yeah, some killers. Ooh, break him. Ooh, the Monster. He beat him so easy.
Oh, I love it.
The Monster.
It's a good piece, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, it gave me goosebumps.
Fucking Monster. He's a mean little
Mike Tyson has openly praised Naoya Inoue, calling him the Japanese fighter and declaring him the best in the world. That's a massive compliment coming from one of boxing's most feared legends. Tyson's admiration only cements Inoue's status as one of today's most elite and unstoppable fighters.
Japanese fighter's the best fighter. In my opinion, I'm nobody, but I think he's the best fighter. He's 122 now, right?
He's 122, he'll be going to 135.
Why don't they fight 132, something like that? Yeah.
Manny Pacquiao, one of boxing's all-time greats, has revealed that Naoya Inoue is his favorite fighter right now. Calling him amazing, Pacquiao expressed hope that Inoue will continue dominating across weight classes. Coming from an 8-division champion, this endorsement adds even more weight to Inoue's already legendary reputation.
Still watch boxing now? You're still into it? Do you enjoy watching boxing?
Yeah, because boxing is my passion, so that's why I'm enjoying watching boxing.
Do you have a favorite fighter now that's active?
Right now, Asian, like Naoya,
Inoue, amazing fighter.
He's a good fighter, and I hope that he will accomplish in different weight division also.
Yeah, he probably will. Such a quality fighter.
Roy Jones Jr., a legendary multi-weight champion and one of the most skilled boxers ever, recently stated that he believes Naoya Inoue is the true pound-for-pound #1. Jones has always admired fighters with exceptional skills and dominance, and his recognition of Inoue further solidifies the Japanese star's status in the boxing world. This acknowledgement from such a respected figure highlights just how impressive Inoue's abilities are and reinforces his position as one of the best in the sport today.
Paying him every year, but that is a bad dude. You know what I'm saying? They don't give him the credit because we don't see him that much. That dude right there, I think that dude really is pound #1. He just don't have the competition at that weight class to have that big fight to get it right now. And the United States don't know him because we don't have big fighters in his weight class over here that we know that good.
We only seen him against Fulton.
You feel me? So that's all, you feel me? The one that we did have, look what he did to him. So he really #1 pound, but because he don't have the opposition to prove it, I gotta leave Bud there. Right.
Gervonta Tank Davis has also praised Naoya Inoue, calling him a great fighter. Davis even took it a step further, saying a fight with Inoue would be a dream matchup. Coming from one of boxing's most explosive knockout artists, this proves just how highly Inoue is respected among elite fighters.
Inoue is the color hair. No, he is good. 21-0, undefeated. He's a 3-division champion. He's a big puncher. He was champion 112.
Fuck Bam a puncher. He is good.
Who's that?
Inoue.
Yeah, he's fighting this weekend.
He is good. I'm gonna watch him.
That's the one you asked where he come from. Yeah. He's Japanese.
Good. His placements and everything.
Footwork.
Yeah.
Defense.
He's 29 years old, and I said that 28. But I said that Manny Pacquiao and Triple G didn't get famous till after they were 30. Tank, are you willing to go down to 118 and fight him?
I can't get the 118.
But if you could have, it would.
Carl Froch had high praise for Naoya Monster Inoue, calling him a 4-weight world champion and a 2-weight undisputed champion who looks nearly unbeatable. Froch admired Inoue's sharpness, compact style, and airtight defense, noting his ability to block, slip, and counter with pinpoint precision. He highlighted Inoue's unique balance, flat-footed pressure mixed with light footwork when needed. Despite being clipped before, Inoue always recovers emphatically. Froch emphasized that Inoue rarely makes mistakes, solidifying his reputation as one of today's most dangerous fighters.
In very, very good fashion. So Inoue, the monster, is a 4-weight world champion. He's actually a 2-weight undisputed world champion. And is he unbeatable? Well, he looks unbeatable. And the fight ended at the start of round 7. Listen, Inoue is sharp, he's compact, he's got a nice tight defense, he blocks shots with his gloves, but he also got quick reflex slips, he slips back, he's on his toes. He's on his toes and light when he's in range, but he walks in kind of flat-footed. He puts pressure on with his feet, walks in with that tight defense, and he looks solid. But I think with his speed and his counter-punch, his accuracy, and the fact that he's punching hard body and head and looking to counter most shots that come at him, he's just such a good fighter. I mean, he doesn't really put a foot wrong. He gets clipped with the odd shot. I've seen him on the floor once before. He climbed up to win in emphatic fashion.
Nanito Donaire, a future Hall of Famer and multi-division world champion, has called Naoya Inoue the strongest and toughest opponent he's ever faced. That's a huge statement from someone who's battled boxing's best. Inoue's ability to push an elite fighter like Donaire to the edge only cements his greatness.
When it comes down to a lot of things, I think the best guy that I face, and maybe perhaps if I was younger, it might be a different story, but at the moment of who I am in this time, I would say Inoue is the toughest that I've faced, or the strongest that I've faced.
You mentioned Inoue as probably the potentially best fighter that you faced in your career. What is it about him that gives you that distinction?
I think it was like facing the younger me. There's just a lot of similarities in terms of power, explosiveness, and sometimes intelligence. But I think a lot of it is given the similarities is what makes it more difficult.
Sean Porter, a former welterweight world champion, believes Naoya Inoue has the potential to be the next Manny Pacquiao. He praised Inoue's electrifying performances and suggested he could soon capture the American audience's attention. This proves Inoue's dominance and fighting style are making waves far beyond Japan.
Listen, before we get to
like the first 3.
We got to preview Haney and Garcia. We got some time left, but we got to get to this whole madness on this whole Naoya Inoue madness on Twitter. He said,
I know a thing or two.
I ain't in this.
I know a thing or two about, running into problems.
Listen, for context, if you did, I don't know if they clipped it wrong or what. The question that was presented to me by Jim, do you think Inoue should come to the United States? Not, do you think he needs to come to the United States? If he said needs, I heard should. So let me go on record for saying that. But basically what I was trying to convey to the audience is I think that this is exactly what I said. I think it depends on what Naoya Inoue wants. Does he want to be a star in boxing, or does he want to be a star in Japan? He's clearly a star in Japan. I'm gonna go on record for saying it. I wouldn't leave Japan. If I'm a star at home Why would I leave home?
Ryan Garcia has shared his thoughts on Naoya Inoue, stating he believes Inoue has the potential to become a multi-weight world champion. Garcia even expressed interest in a future showdown. This further fuels the belief that Inoue can keep climbing weight divisions and cement his place among boxing's legends.
Because I believe Inoue can become a multiple weight world champion. So I'm thinking, what if one day we fight at 140? I'm talking about future, and we do it in Japan. It'll be huge, huge. Mark my words. If it somehow plays out that way, I think that fight will be one of the biggest pay-per-views of all time. Remember,
Floyd Mayweather, one of the greatest boxers in history, recently weighed in on Inoue, suggesting that Inoue should come to America and fight him. Mayweather didn't stop there, he also acknowledged that Inoue is an incredibly skilled fighter. This shows that Inoue's abilities are widely respected, even by someone as dominant as Mayweather. It's clear that Inoue's talent has caught the attention of one of the sport's most legendary champions, further confirming that his skills are top-notch.
The kid from Japan, Inoue. So when you see, he got the victory over Cool Boy Steph. Cool Boy Steph, he's not a heavy puncher, good boxer. But far as, Inoue, it was a Filipino fighter, he had fought twice, Donaire. So Donaire was giving him fits in the first fight. And if I'm not mistaken, Donaire was somewhere close to 40 or 40 years old when he fought him the first time. Whereas, and he was in his 20s. So he should have knocked him out in the first fight, fighting a guy, like I said before, at that age. What I need Inoue to do is, I need him to come fight in the U.S., random blood and urine testing. I think he's a hell of a fighter. A hell of a fighter. I won't take nothing away from him. Hell of a fighter. And I like him because I see he take a lot of my stuff from my playbook.
Bam Rodriguez, a rising boxing star, has recognized Inoue as a strong and talented fighter. However, Rodriguez also mentioned that it's only a matter of time, possibly hinting that Inoue's reign could face some challenges soon. This comment offers an intriguing viewpoint on the ongoing discussion about Inoue's future in the sport. It raises the question of how long Inoue can maintain his dominance and whether any emerging challenges might put that to the test.
Because the Inoue one is that's the super fight, that's the big one.
Yeah.
Do you think, because he's at, 122? He was saying they may move him to 126.
Yeah.
How far away do you feel like it would be before you can go there?
I mean, I say maybe a few years, 3 to 4 years before we're in the same weight class. But the Nakatani fight's more reasonable right now because we're closer in weight.
When you're looking at somebody like Inoue, right, #1 pound for pound in the world, what do you see that make you feel like you could compete with that?
He's a good fighter. He's strong. He has skill as well. But I mean, I have the whole package too. So I mean, it's just a matter of actually stepping inside the ring with him. I could say something, but I'd rather just show it.
As far as weight, do you feel like the weight would play a factor?
Well, by the time we're in the same weight class, I feel like I'll be a lot older, wiser, stronger. So I mean, it's just a matter of time before these fights happen.
Teddy Atlas, the renowned boxing analyst, shared that he ranked Inoue as his #1 pound-for-pound fighter 3 years ago. He recognized Inoue's potential early on, specifically praising his defensive skills. This shows that Inoue's rise to greatness wasn't a sudden event but a long-anticipated journey. Atlas went on to explain that Inoue is already on track to become the next Manny Pacquiao, but he also pointed out that moving up in weight comes with different challenges for each fighter. This highlights that, while Inoue certainly has the potential for greatness, the road ahead won't be without its hurdles as he moves through different weight classes.
Yeah, I think he already has been on that. He has already been on that sort of, journey, going towards like a Pacquiao. I don't know if he can go that many weight classes. There is a limit to your body structure, to your skeleton, to your, the size that you can properly handle that extra weight and still be efficient and effective in this game. There is a limit. Another great fight, he didn't do as many, but Lomachenko, and you saw, he won 3 different weight classes, and then you saw a limit to how far up he could go, I think. And then Crawford is a great example. He's gone up a lot. Now you're going to see, he skipped a couple. Now you're going to see really, if he could do the extraordinary and go up as far as Crawford wants to go up now with Canelo, so that would give us a little light into the question you're asking, how Crawford does. If he does good, then you can start to say, all right, then maybe Inoue can go up a couple more. He's already gone up in an extraordinary way. The classes that he's gone up and been so effective going up that there does come a limit. But again, I see no problem going up another one here. It would be a great fight with Ball, because Ball is, excuse the pun.
Michaela Mayer, a top female boxing champion, recently commented that Inoue is already proving himself in Japan and doesn't necessarily need to fight in the US to cement his legacy. Meyer's perspective underscores that Inoue's dominance is being recognized on a global scale, and he doesn't have to fight in America to gain respect and legitimacy in the sport.
One of the best in the world. There's no secret to that. But how do you compare him to everybody in the fight game right now?
No, I think he's definitely up there pound for pound. I mean, he's super explosive. He's stopping everybody.
Yeah.
He's a little bit less of a presence here in the United States, so it's like hard to really follow him and like become like a huge fan. But no, definitely rate him. He's a great fighter.
You feel like he has to come here to the States?
I mean, this is like, he's obviously doing a great job in Japan, right? He doesn't necessarily need to. He's making the money. He's gonna, he's doing what he's got to do. Yeah. But like, there's a difference. I think there's something special about making it in the United States. Like, it's a little bit more difficult. It's a harder market. So it's a challenge. It's a challenge. If you really made it, you've made it in the United States.
Boxing experts have carefully analyzed what makes Inoue such a remarkable fighter. From his power and speed to his ring IQ and precision, they continue to praise his all-around abilities. What truly sets Inoue apart is his ability to dominate elite opponents and win across multiple weight classes. This versatility is what makes him stand out in the world of boxing, and it's why many consider him a force to be reckoned with.
Inoue went against the rope. Good right hand off the rope. He's fighting off the ropes now. There's not a part of his game I haven't seen. He's been everybody this fight. Good right hand to the body. Good jab. I mean, Paul Butler can't hit him with shit. Look, you see that? The footwork and the head movement. Back right to, that left came so fast after the right to the body. Yeah, he heard it. Butler's down. That's it. He's knocked out. 11th round. He broke him down and knocked him out. That is amazing, because he tried to open him up. He tried to counter him. He tried to give him confidence. He chased him the whole time. He found a way to pick that lock and knock him out. That's an all-time great fight.
Flat out, he's my favorite fighter in the world. Watching that guy fight, man, and waking up at 6:30 a.m. to watch the undercard to get ready for a Naoya Inoue fight has become a bit of a pastime for me now. I love it. I'm up there. I have my espresso. I'm sitting outside watching. My neighbors hate me because I'm yelling at the camera at 7:30 in the morning. Every knockdown that happened in this fight, and there was a bunch of them. I mean, I was screaming at.
Ariel Helwani, a renowned sports journalist, recently shared his thoughts on Inoue, highlighting that he is still actively fighting. This statement serves as a reminder that Inoue isn't just a figure of past success but remains one of the most dangerous and dominant fighters in the sport today. His ongoing presence and performance make it clear that he continues to be a force to be reckoned with in the world of boxing.
There's three, right? It's him, Usyk, Crawford. Everyone probably has Usyk number one now. But it does seem like every time one of those guys fights, they kind of leapfrog the others just momentarily, while we're prisoners of the moment. I love watching him fight. I'm excited to watch him fight.
Yeah, but there'll be no jump for Inoue this time.
Well, yes.
Minus 5,000, even if he knocks the guy out in the first minute, the first round, there's no jump. What I do respect for Inoue is that at least he's still fighting. I mean, he's had a couple of cancellations against Sam Goodman, and he could easily say, I'm not fighting, let's just move on and we'll fight someone big in America or in Saudi Arabia. Obviously heavily linked to be on a Riyadh season card, but he still wants to stay active. The thing now is, though, we now want to see some super fights, because there are super fight opponents out there. Nakatani's one that everyone's been screaming about, that fight happened, right? Whether it be in Japan or, again, in Saudi Arabia or the US.
Promoter Eddie Hearn has taken a controversial stance on Inoue, stating that he's a disappointment to Japan. Hearn's opinion contrasts sharply with the widespread praise Inoue receives from other figures in boxing, making this take on Inoue's career rather unusual. Hearn's criticism implies that he believes Inoue has avoided facing certain challengers, adding a layer of controversy to what has otherwise been a highly praised career. This bold statement has definitely stirred the conversation around Inoue and his legacy in the sport.
Inoue is straight ducking
MJ Akhmadaliev. He's been ordered to fight him twice, right? He's had 2 gimme fights now instead of fighting Akhmadaliev. And now, well, tomorrow, no, Monday, the WBA will write to Naoya Inoue and they will say, enough's enough. You have to fight Akhmadaliev next, or you will be stripped of your WBA world title. He has ducked Akhmadaliev twice after an order. Now he's getting ordered for a 3rd time, and he will give up his right as undisputed champion rather than make a mandatory defense against Akhmadaliev. What? Tell me a better fight at 122 than Inoue against Akhmadaliev. It doesn't exist. So you're ducking the best fight in the division. And I can't understand it. Like, and I don't even think it's just coming from the team. They don't like the fight.
That wraps up today's video. Stay tuned and see you next time.